What's going on, everybody? My name is Eddie. Welcome to Ideas with a Verdict. Just wanted to make this video to discuss the topic of, is it possible that there's many paths to God? A lot of people don't like the idea that certain religions have a particularism towards their specific religion, saying that, no, we got the one true religion. There's not many paths to God. And we live in a culture that's hyper inclusive. We're trying to include everybody to the point where we don't even accept certain facts if it goes against someone's personal beliefs or feelings. So I just wanted to dissect that. Are there many paths to God? Many people who subscribe to this worldview basically hold that the religions, though different in their description, they're ultimately getting to the same thing. A lot of people who believe this say things like, I don't subscribe to a particular religion, but I believe that there's a higher power. And though this sounds good, I don't see that it's plausible that this to be true, for this to be true. Let's take a slow unpacking examination of just some of the claims of the different religions. You take the three major religions. You take Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And then you take the historical figure Jesus of Nazareth. For Judaism, Jesus was a blasphemer who got crucified for his troubles, and he was not the Messiah. For Christianity, not only was Jesus the Messiah, but he was the Son of Man, as described in the prophecy of Daniel. He also was God incarnated. He was the Son of God, per his own claims. So for Christians, Jesus is literally God coming into human form to bear a sacrifice to provide a way for salvation. Then you take Islam. Islam holds that Jesus did perform miracles, but he simply was a prophet, nor do they hold that he died of crucifixion. So this is something that's central to Christianity, but if Islam has it right, then he was never crucified. This goes against many first account resources that we have historically. So how can all these things be true? How can Jesus be the savior of humanity? How can he just be a prophet? And how can he just be a man who taught blasphemy and was crucified for his troubles? He can't be all three. This isn't reasonable to believe. It's not plausible. And then you take the Eastern religions like Hinduism and Buddhism that teach reincarnation. Buddhism doesn't necessarily believe that there is a God. Simply, they're trying to point you towards a path. You're trying to reach nirvana through reincarnation and karma. So how can there be a God in certain religions, but then there's not a God in other religions? And how can we mesh all this to say that they're basically describing the same thing? So thinking about this and reading on this topic, I've come to the conclusion that individuals who believe that this is true, that they hold to this religious pluralism, that there are many paths to God, haven't taken the time to actually study these religions' doctrines. They don't understand the systemic theologies within the different religions. And they're just trying to be inclusive, which inclusion is a good thing, but what we're on the pursuit of is truth. I think that should be everyone's goal. What if we put our biases to the side and we investigate these things and say, which worldview out of all the worldviews, including materialism and naturalism, did best describe the world as it is? And we're going to look at the different worldviews and look at the different evidences throughout history, throughout what we know has been proven through scientific experimentation, through philosophical discussions and reasonings, and come to our own conclusion, right? So which worldview best gets us to the truth, meaning which worldview best describes the world as it is? So I think when you do this, we come to the conclusion that all these religions have the possibility of being all false, but they can't simply all be true because they are internally and fundamentally different. So I don't see religious pluralism being plausible. So those are my thoughts, on this topic. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, subscribe, and we look forward to bringing you more content.